What's going on, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood gamer PTK Blam back in the building with another video. How is everybody doing? Now, I've been sitting on this video idea for a couple days now, letting it marinate, but we're here to talk about it. But before we dive into the video topic, I just want to say, like, subscribe to the video if you're new here to the channel. I greatly appreciate the continued support that you guys bring. Once again, if you enjoyed the content, you guys seem to be loving these individual videos, so I'm going to keep doing them, keep dropping these things if you guys keep supporting me, and I greatly do appreciate that. So let's just dive into stuff that's been going on recently in gaming. So obviously Starfield is a huge game, gonna be a first party game for Xbox, as well as gonna be in PC's ecosystem as well. So we want to talk a little bit about that because there's been a lot of talk in the community recently about its exclusivity as well as its actual release date and when it's going to come out, and why does that matter and why that's such a big deal. Now, the one thing you won't find on my channel are insider information. I'm not an insider, so if you like insider information, you're not going to find that here, but I do like to join and visit speculation town very frequently, so we do a lot of that here, and I like to have fun with it. So I hope you guys want to have fun with it today. But I'm just going to go over a couple key points and just, I think, you know, essentially what does this all mean for Starfield? What does this mean? What does this mean to me for Starfield? So a couple quick things. One, the first point I want to make is because there's been so many insiders, so much misinformation. Do your own research. Okay, I understand it's just easier to follow an insider and say, okay, I'm going to just take his word for it. You know, he has all the connections and resources. Look, a lot of these insiders get the same information. Do your own research before you decide you want to jump to conclusions, because a lot of the information is out there. It's public. In a game like Starfield, there's only a couple things we actually know. There's three facts about Starfield. So outside of these three facts, everything else is just conjecture. Bethesda's making this game. Well, Todd Howard, this is his baby. Bethesda's making this game. That's fact one. Fact two is it's a space game. Okay, that's fact two. It's a game about space exploration or just in space general. Fact three is if you own an Xbox or a PC, there's a 100% chance you're going to get to play this day one. Those are the three facts we actually know at this current point in time about Starfield, outside of a trailer, a very short trailer that we got a year or two ago. I think a year ago or two years ago, sorry. And then obviously a couple screenshots, not sure of the age of the screenshots. I might go ahead and just throw them up on the screen right now for you guys to see. That's a couple screenshots. There were rumors saying that those were from like 2018. Those are old, so the game may look different, but who knows? That is it. That's all the actual information that we have. That's a Google search worth of information as far as Starfield. So the big thing for me is do your own research. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions. Now, the other thing is that this game has no release date. There's been some argument that, oh, well, it, you know, because of its period of time, oh, well, you know, it's locked in and, you know, they already have a deal. It was never actually, it never had a platform release. They never said what platform it was actually going to be going to. So ultimately, what are we talking about? Ultimately, everything else outside of those three facts that I just went over is all conjecture, all speculation. Now, once again, do your own research. There may be a bunch of people, and I'm sure there are a ton of people out there on Twitter, on Facebook, that actually have inside information and that actually know what's going on. But once again, that's a needle in a haystack. So just be careful about the information. Now, I think why this is important and why I'm not worried about any of this is because of the very same reasons. We don't know much about the actual game. That does not mean I cannot be excited for the game. I am extremely excited for the game. I mean, this is Todd Howard's baby. I mean, this is a modified engine. I mean, who knows what we're gonna get? You know what I'm saying? The care that this game has seemed to have been given, it could potentially be special. Now, some people may look at that and say, well, look at Bethesda's reputation with these large games, but I think they're focused. They don't have to worry about anything. They're where they want to be. You know, they have the resources. There's no more back and forth with ZeniMax. There's no more worrying about, okay, you know, is ZeniMax going to be closed? You know, all the pressure of, we have to sell 1 trillion games, you know, because our parent company's not doing so well financially. They do not have those issues anymore. They can just be happy and play games. And their synchronization with Xbox, they're on point. They both want the same exact thing. Phil and Todd are on the same page. Phil and Peter are on the same page. It's a beautiful partnership and a beautiful relationship. So I'm not worried ultimately about anything that goes on with the game. Now, as far as speculating when the game should come out, I see some people were a bit upset about, because for whatever reason, everybody was set that it was coming this year. Obviously, like I said, the insider, a lot of information, the rumor mill got to going, and a lot of people, and I had wondered, I actually asked this question, I think even on the podcast, where did everybody come to the conclusion that it was coming this year? Like, I don't even know where that information came from. I don't even know how everybody just felt like that was what's going to happen. So ultimately, at the end of the day, the game does not have a release date. We can't complain about games being broken and then want to rush them out. This game obviously has been in production for God knows how long at this point. Some speculate 4 to 5 years. Some say a little bit less. Obviously, that information is all over the place, but we got to let it cook in the oven. We got to let it cook. We got to let it do its thing. Todd's not in a rush. Todd's not in a rush at all. I doubt Phil's in a rush, because they want the game to be the way it should be when it comes out. So I'm not worried about it at all, guys. Ultimately, like I said, do your own research. Make sure you check your sources. Don't just follow the rabbit hole, because it gets pretty crazy, especially around this time of the year. We got E3 coming up. We got these huge events coming up. So it's going to be a lot of information thrown out there on Twitter, on Facebook, on social media in general. So just be careful. But ultimately, make your own decision about what excites you. Do not let the internet tell you what makes you happy. And that's why I'm still extremely excited for Starfield either way, because it's a brand new game and I get to play in a new world that I've never experienced before. But once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comment section below if you agree with what I said about Starfield. If not, that's okay. Let me know down there as well. Hit the like button on this video. Let me know if you guys want me to cover any other content. I greatly do enjoy making these standalone videos outside of the podcast. It kind of gives me the ability to stretch my legs, so to speak. So I appreciate you guys. Let me know on Twitter. All of that information is down in the description below. Peace out, guys.